$15 billion taken away from XRP holders. Crazy stat, and we're going to get into that. And I also have a story that once you hear it, you will not believe it's real, but I promise you it is 100% true. And the Wall Street Journal taking a shot at Tether, saying that if only a small fraction of that money were to be gone, Tether would be completely insolvent. Crazy news that you won't believe, but it's all true. So let's leave this screen and go into this one. Got XRP highlighted up on the screen because that is going to be our main focus today. Currently, the price is 32.1 cents, down 2.23%. Broader look across the market sees red across the board, with Bitcoin leading the way, down 3% at 19.6. Ethereum down 1.6% at just over $1,500. So now let's talk about Tether in the Wall Street Journal piece. Tether hits back at Wall Street Journal after a damning report. Now, the damning report from Wall Street Journal came out that said even a 0.3 loss in Tether's assets would make the stablecoin issuer technically insolvent. When we heard this news, we were sitting there going, oh my gosh, a 0.3% margin of victory or loss. Wow, is that a small fraction? That is a massive claim made by the Wall Street Journal that a tipping point of 0.3% exists within Tether's book. Tether claims that this report is part of an agenda to hurt its image, saying that, hey, other stablecoins out there have small margins like we do too. But I don't know, we've heard a lot of weird things. Tether's attestation report has even been kind of, questioned a little bit by authorities out there, saying, hey, you provided your own information, your own results. This doesn't seem right. So there's even some clouding suspicion around the attestation report. But now let's look at the market cap of Tether. Now, for the last year, got it up on the screen, we could see steady rise in Tether from 66 billion at the start of a year ago to 83 billion. It is now pulled back to almost its start from the year at 67.5 billion. So since the Luna UST meltdown, we have seen a massive pullback of the market cap of Tether. So interesting to see what is going to happen from Tether going forward after this Wall Street Journal report that exposes how tight the margins really are with stablecoins. Now the story that you will not believe is real, but I promise you it is. And this is one of the reasons why crypto is not going to go big anytime soon, because we got a lot of juniors out there that are playing in the seniors world. DEX accidentally hits the kill switch on mainnet, locking $660,000 worth of USDC inside. I kid you not, this is not fake news, this is totally real. The deployment of a program upgrade went terribly wrong as a fateful Solana program close command stopped Optify's platform indefinitely. Yep, they executed Solana program close, which shut down the entire thing, rendered it locked. That is $660,000 worth of USDC that has been locked. Now, here's the worst part about it, all right? Optify informed users that its platform had come to an unceremonious end after its development team tried to update its code on Monday. Tried to update the code. According to the decentralized exchange, the program incident locked up some 660 USDC. The worst part is that the majority of it comes from one of its own team members. So I guess there is a little silver lining here. The majority of the money locked up does not belong to the public. They also said they would reimburse people for money that was locked up. But the majority of that $660,000 that is lost because someone hit the wrong prompt when they were doing an upgrade came from one of their own team members. Yes, internal. Would you say maybe a financial internal hit job, everyone? What if you knew Timmy over there had a whole bunch of his USDC and you're like, hey, let me just hit this prompt command right here. Done, locked him out of his USDC. So seriously, they hit the wrong command while updating their software, and then boom, ended the platform. Luckily, there wasn't millions and millions and millions in there that could have been lost. Otherwise, this would have been a huge laughingstock debacle for the crypto community. But now on to the feature story. $15 billion lost by XRP. Well, not by XRP, by XRP holders. And that's what John Deaton is saying. Attorney Deaton says Ripple investors lost $15 billion due to the SEC's mistake. Now, let's go over a few juicy stats here, and we're going to tell you how the story unfolded and what's going on. Ryan Selkis came out on Twitter and said, hey, $1 billion was lost to crypto fraud this year in 2022. $7 billion has been lost to the SEC's fraud in failing to approve a spot ETF at the expense of Grayscale investors. Yes. Now, Grayscale is filing for this ETF. Now, what they're going to do is they're going to take their trust, convert it into an ETF, and the SEC constantly is delaying this, and it has become such a huge mess recently that even the SEC has come out saying that XLM is a security, and that's why they knocked down Grayscale's Stellar Lumens Trust from moving that from a security into an ETF. Little tidbit of knowledge out there for you. But yeah, $7 billion lost because the SEC dragged their feet with the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, trying to move it to an ETF. But what happened was John Deaton, the attorney that represents over 72,000 XRP holders, John Deaton caught word of this tweet and was like, well, hey, let me up you one right here. And 15 billion was lost because the SEC intentionally chose not to limit the allegations against Ripple to specific sales made by Ripple and its executives, but instead alleged all XRP, including secondary markets, that includes people like me and you that buy and sell, of XRP are unregistered securities. So 1 billion lost in crypto, 7 billion lost from the SEC screwing around with the Grayscale spot ETF stuff, and then now another 15 billion of loss to XRP holders from the SEC. We always hear that saying, time means money. And in this case, it is totally true, because now in addition to the 15 billion that is lost to the XRP holders, because remember, as soon as the SEC came out with that lawsuit, the price of XRP went from here to way down here where we have been struggling as of late. But the bigger loss also comes to the $100+ million that is spent by the Ripple Labs team defending XRP against the SEC. Now, mind you, the $100 million quote was based upon Brad Garlinghouse saying, hey, the case is going to be done in 2022, but everything we have seen right now is telling us that the case will go into 2023, and it will cost way more than $100 million. So the SEC, who's supposed to be the watchdog out there helping with regulation in crypto, definitely does not seem to be playing fair in the sandbox, seems to be costing investors a lot of money, and remember, the SEC is out there to protect investors. Doesn't make much sense, does it? That's because the SEC is overreaching and protecting their own big piggy banks. Now, the story of the 660,000 USDC loss, can you imagine that? We're doing a little software upgrade and we're like, you know what, no, let's hit command reset here, a little control alt delete, pull the power plug. Yep, that's what happened. An upgrade that turned south. Again, luckily only $660,000 of USDC was lost. A lot of money still, but it could have been millions. Imagine if this was on a larger protocol. So you can see the crypto space still has a lot of learning if mistakes like this still happen. We also have Tether coming out there saying, hey, Wall Street Journal, why are you picking on us? There's a bunch of other stable coins out there that operate on small margins. Why are you putting the hit job out on us? Well, I think this all stems from Tether not doing the attestation the right way years ago, also lying about how they were backed, and also lying about how much they were actually backed by. So that kind of gray cloud that hung over Tether, other people are going to take shots at it. Why? Because it's so easy, and Tether is the big one on the block, and we always want to knock the big one on the block down to see who else can take their place. A lot of crypto news. Hope you'd enjoyed it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If there's other stories you want me to cover, comment down below and I'll do my best to get to it. Thank you for watching. Check out this cool crypto video right here. Have a great day.